Wilson is one of the most recognized glove brands today. It's probably top 2 or top 3, the other two being Rawlings and Mizuno. However, in recent years, 44 has also been gaining a lot of popularity, so that's why today I'm going to be comparing these two glove brands. Before we get started though, I want to talk about a couple things. I want to give a thanks to Kurt Rice for making me this really cool shirt. It has the channel logo on it, which is really cool. So thank you so much for this. Now, one more thing. If you haven't checked the San Diego vlog I posted last week of my trip there, I really suggest that you guys go check it out. I put in a lot of time for it just to make sure it was perfect for you guys. It's a little bit long of a video because I included everything about the trip. So, you know, that's the Charlie Rose part. I went to a game there too. I did a bunch of sightseeing too, so I also threw that in the vlog. But yeah, guys, if you have any spare time, definitely go check it out. I think you guys are going to like it. If you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. Follow me on Instagram at 914.ballgloves. I post a lot of updates there and just pictures of my gloves, and I also go live and talk to you guys there. So yeah, let's go. I picked up this 44 about 2 months ago. It is their brand new or relatively new EX10 model. What's cool about the EX10 is that it features a padded thumb and pinky insert, which wasn't present on any other 44s previous to this one. So that's what makes this one special. It has a really cool like dual belt design here on the thumb, and it has no palm overlay or like the crescent moon palm overlay, which is really cool. I didn't break it in all the way, but it's good enough for like catch. But yeah, this is a great glove. It feels comfortable. This is a 11.75 EX10. Now this glove is amazing. This is a Wilson A2K DW5. It's the Daniel Norris model that came out in 2017. It's a glove of the month, made in Japan, all that cool stuff. I picked this one up at Charlie Rose, so thank you so much, Chad and the guys, for this one. This is a really dope glove. So yeah, that's the Wilson. We're gonna be comparing a Wilson A2K and a 44. So that's quite a difficult comparison. I'm gonna see if I can do my best there, guys. All right, so we're gonna talk about 4 things today. We're gonna talk about leather quality, construction, feel, and value. So those 4 things. So first up, we're gonna talk about leather feel. These are both Japanese kip leather gloves. However, I am gonna say that the leather does feel a little bit smoother on the A2K. This isn't to say that the 44 leather isn't any good. This leather is great too. It's very smooth, very buttery. It's very good leather, don't get me wrong, but the A2K leather is just amazing. It's on another level of like terms of smoothness and feel. The grain is super duper tight, and I actually have not conditioned this at all yet, and it's just already beautiful. That's amazing. It's just great. In terms of leather quality, I think it's gonna go to the Wilson A2K. Now, of course, Wilson has been around for much longer than 44, so they have more access to better resources. Something I want you guys to keep in mind though is that Wilson costs twice as much, or a little bit over than twice as much as a 44 does. So obviously the leather is gonna be a little bit better. Next up is construction. Now, what do I mean by construction? Well, I basically just mean how the glove was stitched together and how it's basically built. That's like, there's no other way to say it's construction. Both gloves are very solid in terms of construction. The padding is really good on this 44. It feels nice and stiff. It's a really solid glove. However, it is worth mentioning that since 44 has gotten a lot of like orders lately, they haven't really been able to keep up with demand as well as they used to. So sometimes there's going to be some flaws on gloves. Now, I haven't had any really bad 44s, but I've seen some 44s out there that are like pretty rough in terms of construction. So they'll come with like bubbles. The laces aren't, made that well. The laces aren't really, laced in the best that they could be. Sometimes the leather comes with creases. On this one, I thought that this crease on the index finger was a shipping issue, but now that I think about it, I think it's more of like a construction issue. Maybe they stitched one of the leather pieces too tight. But yeah, there's that crease there. It came like that. That's one thing. One of my gripes with this glove. One of my few gripes with this glove. Let's see, what else do we got? Right here on the bottom part of this X lace right here, the lace isn't really lined up perfectly. That's more of a cosmetic thing. It shouldn't really affect the quality and the performance of the glove. But there's that thing if you're really picky about that. Sometimes they don't even come out defective. Sometimes they're just not as good as other higher quality gloves. So that's why whenever we get a messed up 44 or we get a 44 with like a stitch out of place or like a crease in it, we get kind of upset because we think we're expecting a Pro Preferred from Rawlings or a Wilson A2K. Guys, don't. If you're paying $200 for any glove, you're not gonna get the same quality, the same like handcrafted quality. However, it's definitely worth the price. Getting a 44 that's good quality also depends on what you get on the glove, but that's a topic I'm gonna touch upon in another video. I'm gonna talk about how to design a really good 44 and just any really good custom glove in general, so stay tuned for that. That's definitely gonna be a video I'm gonna make. Now, onto the Wilson. Construction-wise, there's nothing wrong with this glove. This glove is just absolutely perfect. I'm not really much of a Wilson guy myself. I mean, this is my first Wilson, but when I do see a good quality glove, I gotta recognize it, and this glove is absolutely amazing. It's solid. It's just every stitch is perfectly placed. The space between the welting right here is just perfect. I just love this glove. It feels amazing. Now, I just mentioned before that I'm not much of a Wilson guy, and that's because I usually don't like how easy it is to break in Wilsons. Like, this glove came like this. I have not broken it in yet. I haven't used it much. I used it once for catch. Actually, hold on. I did like this to it a little bit, but that's it. I didn't use a mallet. I didn't like pound it or anything. I played catch with it once and it's already like this. And I've had this glove for 2 weeks at this point. That's something I don't really like about Wilsons. They're really easy to break in. Some people like that. That's why a lot of people like Wilsons, because they're really easy to break in. But me personally, I like stiffer gloves. If you like stiffer gloves, I think you would like 44 a little bit better because they do come much stiffer. I've had this glove for 2 months and I've used it a handful of times, and I've done like a whole break-in on it, used a mallet and used a weight to break it in. And it's actually pretty much the same as the Wilson. So here's the Wilson and here's the 44. So they're just about the same, and this glove came way stiffer, just so you know. Next up, we're gonna talk about feel. Feel doesn't really have to do with the leather quality. It literally just has to do with how the glove feels on your hand. With 44's new padded thumb and pinky inserts, I think that's gonna offer a lot more comfortability, especially right out of the box. I've had a lot of 44s before where I get them out of the box and I put them on my hand and they're super duper tight. I get blisters from breaking them in, but eventually they do form really well to your hand. But with this glove, I had none of those issues. I put it on and felt comfortable right out of the box. So yeah, this one has great feel. I'm wearing this tune the pinky with the finger out and it feels really comfortable. I actually think the DW5 is a little bit more comfortable. The thumb and the pinky inserts are a little bit more cushioned. I feel like this glove is gonna form much better to my hand. The 44 is also a little bit heavier. So depending on the weight of the glove, depending on what you like in terms of weight, that's also something to keep in mind. Wilsons are typically pretty light gloves. Like, this is a 12-inch glove and it feels pretty light. This is 11.75 and it's a little bit heavier. So in terms of feel, I think the Wilson is a little bit more comfortable, however, not by that much. So it's not like I'm wearing a super comfortable glove and then a really uncomfortable one. No, they're both really comfortable. It's just that this one's just a little bit better. And finally, one of the most important points, probably the most important for most of you guys, is the value. What is the bang for your buck with each of these gloves? Now, with the 44, we all know that these are custom gloves. You're paying about $200 for a fully custom glove, whatever you want. They have tons of options, tons of models, whatever web you want. You can even do custom webs like this one, flags, state outlines and text and things like that. It's a great deal, and that's actually why I have 7 44s. That's why I have 744s, because they're so inexpensive and they're so fun to customize. If you have $200 to spare and you want something fun and interesting and unique, then I'd definitely say go for 44. Okay, now Wilson. We know that this is an A2K, and A2Ks can run you up to $400 if you get it stock, you know, after tax and everything. Meanwhile, for a custom A2K, you're looking at about $600. So that's also something to keep in mind. However, you are paying more money for a overall better glove. They're a lot more comfortable. They've been around longer, so they have more experience when it comes to constructing these gloves. Are they a little bit overpriced? I think so. You know, I think it's kind of crazy that you're paying $600 for a custom glove, but it is good. Don't get me wrong. They're not head cracking you. You know, if you pay $600 for a custom A2K, it's worth it. It's just really, really expensive. So just keep that in mind, guys. This is a stock A2K. This is a just a regular A2K. You can get these for like $400. So yeah, you're paying twice as much for a better glove overall. At the end of the day, when it comes to buying a 44 or a Wilson or a Rawlings or any glove brand, it really just depends on what's in your budget and what you want from your glove. If you want something that's inexpensive, customizable, unique, fun, I'd go for 44. If you want to get something where the quality is assured, you pay for what you get, I'd say definitely go for a Wilson. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment what you guys want to see in future videos, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at 914.ballgloves. Remember to check out the vlog. I'm telling you guys, it's a really good video in my opinion. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff. I went to Charlie Rose, I hung out with Coachella Gloves, played blitzball. It was great. It was an awesome trip, and I vlogged it really well for you guys, so make sure to check it out. All right, guys, that pretty much... Yeah, all right, guys, I'll see you later. They're doing construction in the bathroom. Bye.